Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first live stream on the Relic Labs channels. My name is John. I am the community lead here at Relic Entertainment, and I'm joined by the rest of the community team, and I'll let them introduce themselves. Hannah
Hi, I'm Hannah and one of the community team members here at Relic.
and Greta.
Hey, I'm Greta. I am also on the community team here at Relic.
So thanks everyone for joining us. Obviously, today we are taking a look at Earth versus Mars, our upcoming turn-based strategy game coming out later this month. For all news and exciting info and content, you're going to want to follow all of our social channels. If you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you can find those links down below. But for now, the plan, Hannah, Greta, the plan is to play through the opening parts of the campaign in Earth versus Mars, because I know a lot of folks haven't really seen that yet. We had our demo earlier this summer where we had a couple skirmish maps. But I know a big focus for the game is campaign and narrative. So I'm excited to check that out. Any thoughts from either of you before we kind of hop into things?
Just really excited to get into the game and show everybody what Earth versus Mars looks like in this first Let's Play that we've done for the game.
Cool. So I feel like there's something else I need to talk about. I don't think so. Oh, right. Steam Next Fest. That's kind of the important thing. So we've recently updated the Earth versus Mars demo, and that is actually live right now. So you can go check that out. Originally, it was just a couple skirmish maps, but now you can play through the first 5 missions of the campaign yourself. So we're going to be starting with that content, and probably in the next couple of weeks, as we do more of these live streams, we'll probably get beyond that. So you're going to want to stay tuned for those, so you can get more of a look at the opening parts of the story and the narrative. But for now, if you so choose, you can just jump over to Steam, find the Earth versus Mars demo, and you can check out this content for yourself. I think the build that we're playing is a little bit newer, so there may be some additional updates. Okay. Anything else? I think that's kind of or Hannah, what's kind of the plan for these live streams for the next, like, because we're gonna do one every Tuesday, I believe, for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, so every Tuesday for the next couple of weeks, we're going to start by playing through the campaign. Depending on how far we get with that, we might also maybe jump into some multiplayer, maybe look at a few different areas of the game. So yeah, just excited to see how we go and how far we get with this campaign.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, cool. So we're obviously all novices with the game, so I think we're going to be learning as we go along with players. We've had some hands-on time behind the scenes, but I think it'll be exciting to discover some of the twists and turns in the story as we go along. So without further ado, let's jump over to the game and get started with our campaign. Okay, so here we are, and we are ready to go. Difficulty. Any preference on difficulty?
Ooh, that's such a great question. How confident do you feel about strategy games, John?
I think I'm okay at them. I
Okay.
feel like I've been working at Relic long enough to be somewhat competent, but maybe we stick to normal for now, just
Yeah.
so we have
Nice
a
baseline.
yeah, baseline sort of experience for everyone.
Yeah, sounds good.
We interrupt this program to bring you these astonishing images. For the first time, astronauts from Earth have successfully landed on Mars. This really is an incredible moment for the whole world. Later tonight,
Major West, we've got reports Martian forces are headed.
Colonel Shaw? Can you hear me? My name's Annabelle Corman. I'm an engineer. Well, I used to be. Doesn't matter.
How the hell did you get access to this channel?
Not relevant. I've been working on a machine based on Martian technology, and I think it'll help.
I don't care what you think. Get off this channel! Now! Major,
Yes, sir.
Martian forces have been pushing deeper into our territory for weeks, but that stops today. Not a single Martian gets through, understood?
Yes, sir.
Private, you need to find some cover. Head toward that city. Yes, sir.
Okay. I love that little like hand gesture that Zarb does in the intro. The little like where he's like cutting across his like neck there.
So casual.
Very
Very-
threatening.
Very menacing.
Okay, so we're taking Bob here.
I guess we should probably just follow the tutorial prompts here and move Bob forward and wait.
Keep moving, Private. We need to take control of that city.
So I think one of the things that I'm kind of excited to show off here is the fact that we've, all the characters now are fully voiced. Hannah, do you want to talk about maybe some of the early feedback that we got during testing about the game and the dialogue and the characters?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been sort of doing tests with this game for the last little while, and for a long time we were very conscious of how quickly we want to get the game out and into players' hands, and so putting a lot of work into narrative and written dialogue. But especially with those early playtests, people would play the game and just feel like something was missing. It wasn't quite feeling complete or as complete as it could do. And so the team made the decision to fully voice the game with all these different characters and really help bring them to life. So this is still a relatively recent add to the game. So even for us, we're playing through at the moment and hearing these voices and meeting these characters, and it really does help bring another level to the game. Yeah, Greta, how are you feeling about it?
I love the voice acting. And also, if you didn't know, there are a couple of voices that are voiced by Relic staff members in the game. So kind of a cool Easter egg in there too.
Yeah, you have to keep your ears out and see if you can spot them when they show up.
Yeah, who's who?
Enemy, things incoming, sir! We need more time to capture that city. Intercept those troopers. Do not let them get past you.
I feel like Private Jones is not having a good day today. There's fires, there's these Martians that have shown up.
Yeah, so as we kind of go through the intro tutorial here, this is a probably an interesting point for those that are maybe less familiar with turn-based strategy games. Is the person or the unit that's doing the attack move or the attack command, that damage usually gets resolved first in combat. So it's usually very beneficial for you to be on the offense, or at least setting yourselves up so that you're out of the range of the enemy so that they can't quite make an attack move on you on their turn, so that they don't get that sort of added bonus of being able to do their attack damage first. Because the other thing that this prompt notes here is that your attack is based on your unit's health. So imagine a scenario where you are attacked by the Martians, they do a bunch of damage to you, then that means your retaliatory attack or your defense in that combat phase is less powerful because now you have fewer units that make up that squad. So it's a really interesting point, especially for those that are a little bit less familiar with the genre, that you want to make sure that your squads are as full health as possible so that they can deal as much damage as possible as well. But I think we are going to be sacrificing Private Jones here.
The good of the cause.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
Oh man.
I mean, I know we're just in the tutorial, but Earth's chances don't look good at this early stage.
Steve!
It's almost like they need a little something, a little edge.
Yeah, a little secret weapon.
I also like that a bunch of the privates are just named Jones. So, like, are they brothers? Do they just happen to share the last name Jones?
They just cut right through them! They bought you some time, Private. Don't waste it.
So this prompt here also notes that when you're capturing a city, the health of your squad is also, or the health of your unit is just as important. So you won't necessarily, if you're, for example, your unit is only half health, you won't be able to capture a city in 2 turns. It might take you 3 or more.
Okay.
Because then you're in that one space that maybe leaves you a little bit vulnerable.
Good job, Private. That city will help protect you from enemy attacks. And now we control it. You'll be able to get medical attention when you get hurt. When, sir?
When you get hurt.
Oh, buddy.
When?
I think we're gonna get some kind of medal for this. Save the city. Standing
Right,
Soldier of the Year.
Let's show those
Yeah, right.
Martians what the GMA can do.
Yeah,
So like Colonel Shaw just mentioned there, if we have units in a city at the end of the turn, they'll get some healing. Additionally, I think one of the other things that we haven't really talked about a lot is the different tiles providing a different defense bonus. So like if you look where I'm hovering with the cursor, you can see on a road, there's no shields associated with that road tile. So that means there's no defense bonus. Whereas if you're on a plains, you get 1 shield. If you're on a forest, you get 2. And if you're in a city, you get a full 3 shields. So it's usually good to be defending from a city.
That's what I'm talking
nicely
about.
done. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And here comes the Egg Walker.
Just imagine seeing that thing in real life.
Yeah, this is one of those enemies that just like, that walk cycle is so good. Like, so much character.
Colonel Shaw, it's Annabelle. Annabelle Corman. You need to listen to me.
Annabelle, we need you.
I have technology. Well, not just technology. It's a hybridization device.
I don't care what it is. This channel is for Global Military Alliance communications only.
Sir, you should give her a chance.
You know this woman, Major?
Yes, she's...
Beings of Earth, you have stolen our technology.
I love Emperor Zarb so much. His voice is so funny. I mean, it's very scary. It's very scary and it's very serious.
Oh yeah, he's super menacing.
Return it or be destroyed. Zarb has spoken.
Who would you rather have the technology, Colonel? You or the Martians?
Send me your location.
There we go. We did it.
Nicely
Hey.
done.
What was once purely the realm of science fiction hacks and desert-dwelling conspiracy theorists has now become a terrifying reality. Martian forces struck quickly last night, attacking dozens of cities across the globe in a coordinated strike that has left communities reeling. The extent of the devastation is still unclear, but the Global Military Alliance has promised a swift and comprehensive response to the invasion. As part of that response, Colonel Marcus Shaw, head of the Mars Explorer 1 mission, will lead a newly formed task force dedicated to eradicating the Martians. Stay tuned to this program as we continue to cover developments in this fast-moving situation. For everything else, there's RNN.
I love the text at the bottom. Paris, Texas. Melbourne, England.
And London, Ontario.
Pleased to meet you, Colonel Shaw. My name's Annabelle Corman.
So you said. What's this technology of yours? And why do the Martians want it so badly?
It's a multi-rephasing combinatronic atom splicing chamber.
A what now?
I feel like I'm Marcus Shaw.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Exactly.
What? Yep.
A multi-rephasing... Let's just call it a splicetron. It's a way to combine the atomic properties of different species to give one creature the physical capabilities of another. So we can make a soldier that can run as fast as a cheetah, or fly like a... fly.
This sounds dangerous, Anna. We need to start by splicing something that isn't a human being first.
Ooh, first name basis between Naya and Anna. What's going on there?
Mm-hmm.
There's no time for that. I need to assess whether this thing can help us fight the Martians.
But what if something goes wrong?
That's a risk I'm prepared to take. Private?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Miss Corman.
Oh, Eric.
Oh.
Oh no,
God.
Eric.
That's...
What have you done, Anna? I'm so sorry, Eric.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah, chin up, bud. You'll be. Yep. Seems fine.
Oh, man.
I don't know if workers' comp is gonna cover that.
I don't know if they have a form for this one.
In the chat, someone is saying that Eric is coping pretty hard.
What happened, Miss Corman?
I don't know. The splicing process was operating within expected parameters, but as soon as the hybridizer kicked in, the molecular decohesion accelerated far beyond my predictions.
Okay. How do we stop that from happening?
No idea. I need to run some experiments, try some different combinations.
Take a guess, Miss Corman.
I did have to disconnect the essence centrifuge. It's designed for Martian anatomy, and
What happens if you reconnect it?
nothing. Unless I use atomic essence to rebalance the genomic shift brought on by the splice.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, seems
That
legit.
could work.
Maybe.
Possibly.
This is Martian technology. What were they splicing? What are they using?
I don't know if you can ask those questions. I don't know if this government wants you to know about that.
Or it might
I'm
create
here for
another one of
the-
those monstrosities.
The splicing conspiracies.
No offense.
No offense, Eric.
Or Eric. Yeah, you should take a lot of offense at that, Eric. You're having a rough day. Kenny asked in chat, can I splice Emperor Zob? I
Ooh.
mean,
Maybe. No, I don't think so. Maybe that's an idea for DLC down the road.
It was like the ultimate revenge.
Yeah, we'll do that in the sequel. Okay. So normally this would be our hub, and you'll be interacting with a Splicetron here and some of the other characters. But I believe we are meant to jump right into the next mission.
So you need this atomic essence before the splice will work. Where do we get it?
Well, from Martians. The dead ones.
So let me get this straight. You need Martian corpses.
I need atomic essence, but I can extract it from a dead Martian. So effectively, yes.
All right, Major. Let's go get Miss Corman some Martians.
Okay, so we are looking to smite our enemies, kill some Martians. How do we want to approach this, Greta? What should our strategy be here?
Oh, well, since I'm an expert, I feel like, I don't know, we get some more coverage by going through the forest. Kind of keen to try that, but maybe there's a better way.
Yeah, we should probably capture these two cities here at the bottom.
Oh, you don't want to just go straight for the end goal. Okay. I see.
Yeah, I mean we can set our tanks up. What do you think, Hannah?
Yeah, I feel like the city capture's gonna be good for getting you some healing and maybe a little bit of defense. And then, I mean, ultimately you've got so many Martians on that map, and we know we're looking for dead Martians. So capture cities, then go for Martians.
Okay, all right, let's try that. So let's move this unit up here to capture. Let's maybe do the same with this one down here.
Nice, nice.
Okay. So the other thing here is we may be out of range to like actually attack some of these Martians on this first turn, so it might be good, like Greta mentioned, to move some of these up into cover.
Kenny asked in the chat, roughly how many units are there per faction?
It's a good question. I feel like, Hannah, you were looking at some of the stuff with like the unit portraits, so you probably have a better idea than I do.
I do have a better idea. I feel like whatever I say is gonna be not correct. Yeah, Kenny, we'll work on getting you an answer for that. Maybe for next time. Yeah, definitely like a couple of infantry, because like on the Earth side here, we're starting with our foot soldiers and some tanks. We've got a couple of different size tanks. We've got heavy on the infantry side of things. And I don't want to say too much about the Martians because that might spoil things, but similarly starting with some little infantry dudes here, and we can see there's a saucer lingering at the back of the map up there. Oh yeah, there's tanks. And then more to come on that front.
Yeah, I think the game does a pretty good job of sort of slowly revealing more units as you get further in the campaign.
There's definitely that like unevenness. We're not really seeing it on this map, but the Martians really come in with those flying units as well. And initially, the Earth units are very Earth-based, sort of in the beginning of this. So you do have that disadvantage where they're able to fly around and have this mobility, whereas we've got our little guys who have to run or drive around. So there's a little bit of asymmetry there, especially in the beginnings.
Yeah, the factions are definitely asymmetric, which is a little bit different for this style of game or this genre. Something like Advanced Wars or other other games within the genre, you usually have very symmetric factions, um, whereas ours are not, which is kind of like a relic thing. We do that with a lot of our games. So it'll be interesting to see players sort of discover that as they go along through the campaign. Because like you mentioned, the Martians do have this huge reliance on air units, so the Earth forces have to really figure out how to counter that and combat that.
Which makes sense, right? Because like they had to come down from Mars. They've come a really long way to pick a fight, whereas Earth is very much in that defensive position, especially at the beginning.
I also really love the combat animations for a lot of the units because they feel very like very fitting for just the unit design and the unit style. So it's like very kind of reminiscent of those like sci-fi B movies, you know, kind of tongue in cheek, but still, you know, serious within the world that the team has created here.
I mean, this does get kind of that like schlocky like horror like very quickly. Like this literally is a mission to go and get dead Martians.
Yeah.
Like it's immediately sending you to like Roswell and conspiracy theories and like the government needs these for scientific experimental purposes. So yeah, like setting up those themes really right from the get-go. There's no waiting to get right into that.
You can kind of see there the because the Martians were in the city, that they had that extra defense, that extra defensive bonus, so it was a little bit harder for my tanks to try and displace them.
But good idea though to like go in and fight the guy in the city, and then maybe if that goes well, you could potentially capture that city and then have a little bit more power on your side as well.
Mm-hmm. I feel like those two tanks up front though are taking a little bit too much damage.
Yeah, you did send them right into that firefight. Kenny says, you showed how to get 3 shields in cities, but what about the much coveted 5 shield?
Who knows?
Yeah, we might have to do a little bit more exploring before we hit that one.
So I think I am going to... So we do have the option here to combine units. So if you have
nice.
2 of the same units that are lower on health, you can combine them to have sort of one unit that has higher health. I don't know. Do we think that's a good idea, or should I just retreat these 2 tanks right now? What do you think, Greta?
Ooh, I'm all for combining the two and making
Yeah.
a stronger unit.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know, retreating always feels a bit, I don't know, like you're just kind of resetting, which is great, but in a game with a Splicertron, it just feels like things are meant to be combined.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. All right, let's do it. Okay, so now you can see our tank is at 100 health. So that means we're gonna be doing a lot more damage, have a little bit more survivability. This infantry unit is not doing super well, so I think what we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna take out this Martian with our tank here.
Nicely done.
And then we're gonna try and get this infantry unit back into the city so that they can heal up.
So they're looking pretty okay for the humans on this one. Wow.
Cautiously
okay.
optimistic at this stage. Yeah, yeah. The tank animation when they get blown up and they're little like, they just kind of droop. Like sad tank. Yeah, the city defense for this Martian, he just does not want to go down at
Yeah.
all.
So we could kill the laser tank,
Mm-hmm.
or we could kill the unit in the city. But we don't quite have enough power to get either of these Martian troopers up here. So what do we think is the best call?
Oof. I mean, I'm kind of down for capturing a city, but I also know like the overall goal is those bodies. So like, I'm a little bit torn. Greta, what do you think?
A good point. We do want the bodies. I don't know. Maybe the city?
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's see what their response is to that. Oh, immediately run back into the city. Okay, cool.
Oh, and they got the full capture.
No.
What? Why is that capture so fast? Well, it was a good plan.
Okay, the Martians are starting to do a lot of damage here, so we need to get some of our units that are not in the fight back in there.
Did you need to send 4 tanks against 1 Martian?
It does feel kind of like it's bullying, but
Yeah.
okay, this infantry unit is also kind of in a bad way.
Oh, bud.
Maybe we back them up a little bit.
Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, we can't quite kill anything on this turn, so
Yeah,
I think
hopefully that
another
fits
couple
well.
things that players may have discovered if they played the demo themselves, but we haven't talked about on today's stream is certain units will move faster across certain tiles. So tanks obviously can go quite a ways on roads. Whereas if you're moving through forests or hilly areas, you will have your movement reduced.
Private Jones is having a rough day.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, so that one's healing up slightly. This infantry soldier is, yeah, like you said, having a real bad day.
So you're sort of looking around at the moment. What are you plotting here?
Yeah, it's kind of like everyone's kind of collapsed into the center of the map.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if we can position our units in a way so that we can kind of quickly clean everything up.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are still a little bit out of range here.
Yeah, so it might be something you're sort of looking like next turn or the turn after, maybe. It's like setting up something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So the other thing that a bit of a tip for players that are new to this style of game or this genre is when you've selected a unit, when you're mousing your cursor across the map, you can actually the route that a unit takes to a position or to make an attack or what have you isn't predetermined. You're actually drawing it with your mouse, so you can kind of see like let's say I wanted to go to this Martian, I can kind of draw this path here, or I could go out a little bit wider, come around. I could go this way or that way. So there will be different ways that you can approach certain units. So you want to make sure you don't necessarily get tripped up by dragging your mouse the wrong way and making a move that you don't necessarily want to do. So just another thing to kind of keep in mind as you're going through the campaign.
Oh, so close.
Our poor infantry soldier would still lose this fight.
Oh no.
All right, they need to run away.
Yep. Go hide in the woods.
Go hide in the woods, yeah. Should we just combine these two? The one that's at 45 and the one that's at 2?
I feel like that's probably a good call. Yeah.
It might be his only chance.
Yeah. Nice. It feels like we're getting pretty close to mission success. I might be speaking too soon,
Yeah.
but
I also may not have made the most efficient moves throughout the mission, but I think we're getting the job done.
Curious to know how many Martian bodies we've collected now.
Zarb.
This is not
It
over.
looks over from where I'm standing, Zarb. We've got your dead Martians, Miss Corman.
Bring them to the RV, and I can get started.
All of them? That's a lot of bodies to transport.
I'll need as much atomic essence as I can get. I mean, technically, I only need their heads. So if you need to save space...
Oh, that's so grim.
That's brutal.
Jeez, Anna. It's okay, we'll work something out.
Okay, so we've finished our mission, and we've been rewarded with 600 atomic essence.
I feel like that's a lot of Martians
Add the
we
atomic
took
essence
out.
to the splicetron. But I still can't be sure this will work.
Only one way to find out.
My Colonel is just so ruthless. Like, you know what? In the name of science, let's go.
Is he going to put Eric back in there?
All right. Eric's had enough of a day. I think we can, like...
Colonel, we
Maybe
can't
find
just
another
keep
volunteer.
feeding our people into the
Kenny in the
planet.
chat, he suggested Private Jones. He's been having some rough days, so he might deserve a treat.
She does have a point.
If this thing works, it could give us the tools we need to end this war.
They're not tools, Colonel. They're human beings.
Enough, Major. I'll handle the fallout if this goes wrong. When you're ready, Miss Corman.
Okay, so we get our first few DNA types here in the splicetron. This is where we create our own custom super soldiers. So, do we have a preference for which volunteer we want to use? John Timms, who's wondering if Mr. Orson will be here. We also have Anne Corona. Are we there yet? Rick Brundell. Let's Make Me Taller. And Britt Vale. Will I get to meet Eric?
I love that Eric already has a fan club.
Yeah. Maybe we.
Chat says Brit Vale.
Britt Vale. Okay,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
everyone wants Britt Vale. Let's do that. Okay, so let's add our first DNA sequence. Okay, this is where we get our first choice. Greta, Hannah, what do we want to do? Or should we leave this to the chat?
Chat, if you have any preferences, if you would like to see us splice some fly, rhino, or cheetah DNA with our lovely volunteer Brit Vale.
And you can get specific with this too, right? If you want a fly head,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a rhino arm, for example.
Okay, so we've got request in the chat for cheetah head for sure, and rhino, non-specified parts.
Okay, maybe we might have to make some decisions ourselves here. We might have to break some ties. So, if Hannah, if you could have your way, what would you start with? Because eventually we'll be able to add different DNA to our spliced creatures, but we're gonna have to pick one to start.
Okay, let's start with cheetah,
Okay,
and then we can save up for rhino.
Greta, are you in agreement?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cheetah. Okay, let's start there.
Right, and it
Okay.
goes.
So we've got our DNA. Now we can turn them into a super soldier. So we're gonna do that by selecting a body part. So you can see here, depending on the body part that you pick, you'll see the bonuses that are on offer depending on the type of DNA that you have already spliced in. So because we only have cheetah, that's the one option that we have, and you can also see that each splice will have an associated atomic essence cost. So before we pick that, we can also see some of the bonuses that the cheetah parts will give us. For example, if we pick one of the arms, we would get like a 40% attack, 0% to our defense, plus 0.5 movement, and plus 0 to our vision.
Which makes sense. Like, if the arms improved vision, I would be a little concerned about what's happening in that Splicetron.
Yeah. So the important ones are going to be your head, your feet, and your back or your wings, as those will often give you a special ability. So we were looking at the cheetah head earlier. So this gives us the ability Pounce. So we can move and attack a target unit without ending our turn, allowing an additional move, which is pretty strong. For our feet or our legs, what do we have here? Cheetah feet. Train movement cost is -20 for planes and -20 for roads. So we can actually move a little bit further on those tile types. And for our back piece, our cheetah tail gives us feral pace. If this unit hasn't moved yet, nearby units can move an extra tile. So that gives our other units a little bit more range if they are near us. Any preference on which ability we want to start with?
Those are some really good options. I'm feeling like chat was really going for cheetah head off the start, so
Yeah, we can do that.
That Pounce ability could be fun to play around with.
Yeah, so again, you can see that they all have different costs. So we could maybe do another arm, or we could do, the feet. Do we have enough for the back? We do. Okay, so yeah, we can basically pick one more upgrade.
What do you think, Greta?
Maybe I kind of want to save the bag for something else. Maybe
Oh,
later
yeah?
on. So maybe the feet.
And that is kind of what cheetahs are known for,
Right.
going fast.
That is true.
All right, let's do that, and then
All right.
see how that goes. Okay, use our units wisely. There we go. Britt Vale, ready for duty.
It actually worked.
That's what you
You
want to
seem
hear when you come out of the
surprised.
Splicetron.
Yeah.
No. Okay, yes. Using the atomic essence as a stabilizing element was just a theory. I couldn't really be sure the attenuation matrix would maintain the right level of cohesion. But it did.
I'm going to assume that means we're good to go.
Okay, I think we are good to go. So you can see here, we can now interact with the Splicetron. But considering we need more atomic essence, there's not really much point right now. It looks like Naya also wants to talk to us.
How can you do it, Anna? How can you put people into a machine that turns them into monsters?
They're volunteers, Nia. Just like you and every other soldier in the GMA. They knew what they were getting into.
Eric didn't.
So I feel like Naya's either like the only rational one here, or she's like a big party pooper. I don't know where you folks come down on that dynamic.
Yeah, very much feels like she's trying to be the voice of reason against kind of let's splice everything and worry about the consequences later.
Yeah, it's a hard one though, because if this is like the last hurrah that Earth is giving it, might as well throw all the spaghetti at the wall that you can.
By spaghetti, you mean people.
Yeah.
Major, get that soldier prepped for combat tests.
With all due respect, sir, we need to slow down. We don't know if the splice is really stable.
Beings of Earth, your continued resistance will not
Actually, a
be
question for you guys, but also for the chat. Out of those 3 or 4, was it 3 splice animals from the option menu before? What would you go for?
Now.
What would you want to be spliced with if you were volunteering yourself for the Splicetron?
IRL.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrifying thought. And he says good soldiers accept their animal parts. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been conscripted yet into this parallel universe military alliance, but I could think of worse things than Cheetah. Cheetah seems like, you know, of the options, Fly is up there with like probably no thank you.
Really? I'm okay. Visually unfortunate to
Yeah.
have the fly head, but you could fly, which could be pretty cool.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think I could live with fly wings.
Yeah.
Fly wings and nothing else.
Yeah.
Just like makes the commute a little bit easier.
Yeah, the big proboscis on the front of my face, maybe not so much.
Are Emperor Zob's vocal cords out of the question? I mean, we haven't ascertained that we can actually splice him at all, so right now I think they might be outside of the question, unless he has like similar vocal cords to the rest of the Martians, who we have been collecting extensively so far.
Mhm.
So like, I don't know, maybe Annabelle will accept a suggestions box of things that could be in future spliced.
Looks like we're
Perhaps.
out of time, Major.
If I'm spliced with Zarb, do I get his cape? Is my question.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Emperor Zob really comes in with the good fit.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we have a holdout mission. So we got to defend the RV. Right, so this is the first time that we're seeing this screen. So right now our only commander option is Annabelle. And we get the field medic ability from her, which will allow us to restore health to all damage-friendly units once it's charged up. So in the future, obviously, you may have options to choose different commanders. Some commanders may have more than one ability that you can explore. So that will really open up as we kind of go through this this playthrough. But for now, we're going to pick Annabelle. And we have one spliced unit to choose from, our favorite Brit Vale. And here you can see how many spliced units we will be able to deploy per mission. So right now it's only one. In future missions, we may have 2 slots, so we can bring a couple different spliced units. But for now, we're gonna stick with Brit.
Earth beings, your continued refusal to obey will not go unpunished. Surrender or die.
We need to get out of here.
There's no way out. They're everywhere.
Time to see what this spliced soldier of yours can do, Miss Corman.
Okay, so we have to protect the RV for 8 turns. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry units. And we have our spliced Brit Veil here with the pounce ability. Okay, so where do we want to start here? Any strategy insights from Greta or Hannah?
I mean, only to point out that it's interesting that you're starting so clumped in the middle, and then you've got Martians spread out across the map here, and then at the back of the map there is a looming saucer, which, you know, seems totally innocent and not a problem at
Yeah.
all.
All right, let's start moving some of these units up forward here.
Yeah.
Let's also see what our spliced unit can do. So should we actually try the pounce ability? So as a reminder, that allows us to move and attack a target without ending our turn. So we would get an additional move after this. So we
That
should probably
seems-
start with that maybe.
Yeah, it seems like good value.
Hey.
Okay, not bad.
Pretty decent damage. We could also hit them again if we want, or we can move them up. What do you think?
Really
Let's hit them again.
finish the job, yeah.
Wow, okay, yeah. And then if you've got any other infantry nearby, maybe.
Actually, could we?
Yeah,
Let's
nice.
do that.
Yep.
Well done.
All right,
So-
1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah. So again, if you are able to do enough damage to kill that unit in that turn, then they don't have the ability to respond and do damage to your unit. So that's actually really good if you can kind of swoop in like that. Okay, that kind of hurt
Oof,
for both
yeah.
of those units. Okay, so we can't let the enemy take our HQ tile, otherwise we are going to lose. So let's prevent that if we can. Kenny wants to know how fast a cheetah with fly wings would go. And I think my question is like, again, do you mean like in real life or in the game?
I thought all of this was real life.
Oh, it's not? Both? Yeah, I mean,
So obviously with additional um, essence, you can equip better appendages to your spliced creatures, giving them movement bonuses so that they can travel a little bit further, or even fly a little bit further. So those are all good things. In real life, though, I feel like the weight of the cheetah appendages may weigh them down a bit.
yeah, well, and like cheetahs are one of the fastest land creatures already. So like, are the wings gonna help, or are the wings gonna make like be a hindrance because of the drag? Like, I don't know.
Maybe it's just like an extra propeller. Kind of like wearing flippers in the water.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, they could like run and flap their wings at the same time.
Yeah. Oh gosh, so then really fast. In my mind, though, if cheetahs were to have wings, they would be pretty like butterfly wings.
I don't know if we ever get that option.
Not this
In
time.
the Slicertron, yeah. They went for utility over pretty.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eric's looking pretty.
It's fabulous. Yes.
I'm just having all my soldiers run away because I feel like I'm getting stomped here pretty hard.
I've got a question. What's the difference between pounce and attack?
So attack would just be like the basic attack for the turn. So once you complete that, it would end your turn. Whereas pounce, if we read the tooltip again, because we just used it, it's on a 2-turn cooldown. But once it's available, we can move and attack without ending the turn, basically giving us another action after the fact. So a different move or a different move and attack.
Helps our cheetah splice person be a little more scrappy and be able to fight a little more than our regular infantry guys. Because, yeah, usually those infantry come in, they get to attack once, and then that's it. They're done for that turn.
Brit's got some fight in her.
She really does. She's spicy. Oh. Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
That's a fun surprise.
Medical kits are ready, Colonel.
Oh, thank God, medical kits.
Amazing.
So our commander power is fully charged. So we can do that. And that should heal all of our units.
Here to patch you up.
Amazing.
Very
I love
good.
that. So Annabelle will, in the morning, splice a human into who knows what creation, and then in the afternoon, turn up on the field and heal you back to
Yeah.
decent health.
The villain and the hero.
Yeah, right. Mad scientist with a med kit.
You're not a mad scientist if you're right.
I like this little pond in the middle, just under the screen there. This random block of water.
Yeah.
Oh, this one?
No, if you go right up there.
Right here?
Yeah.
This is just the old fishing hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little koi pond in the middle of everything.
I feel like we need to back up this unit down here, so I'm going to try and very slowly get one of these infantry squads to run back down there.
And get them some assistance. Whoop.
Oh my. Oh my.
Love that they can just teleport in like that. That's great. That's great news.
It's almost like they have technology beyond our comprehension.
Just so.
We should steal it. Annabelle. Go do your thing.
Great, nicely done. Good defense. These guys look really scary, but they're not. Maybe it's the tile that they're on. They're not as strong as I expected them to be.
Yeah, because we have the troopers, and then these are now the blasters, which I think are like the heavy infantry variant.
Yeah, maybe their attack is worse than their defense. Or stronger. Oh, nice. Oh no, Brit.
So we did just use pounce, so we get another attack.
And you can use pounce once per turn? Is that right?
Once every couple turns, because it's on a cooldown.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could use it every time, that would be so... Oh, bombing run. Oh no.
So Zarb has the bombing run ready to go, so we need to watch for that.
I guess don't clump up. Well, then maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe he's just able to... Much like the soldiers being everywhere, maybe the bombing run is also going to be everywhere. Oof. Okay.
Yeah, that hurt. Also feels like cheating, maybe?
How dare they come to this, our planet, and cheat?
Zarb has wall hacks.
Yeah. So for Annabelle's heal ability, what's the cooldown on that? Like, do we get that again?
It seems like it's charging up again, so
Okay.
so hoping we get it again soon.
Nice.
I am retreating with Brit because I think she's hurting here.
Yeah. Yeah, she did some real good attacks, but she also has taken some damage in the meantime.
We want to combine these units or hold out for another heal?
I feel like hold out?
Okay.
Question mark? Yeah, it
Just
might
gonna-
be inevitable in the end that we have to combine them, but
Yeah. We're just going to keep these two close to the RV just in case.
yeah, smart.
Kenny's got a good question in the chat. If you lose a spliced unit, do you get back the atomic essence?
Well, I don't want to find out. Is the real answer.
I guess we'll maybe reluctantly find out later.
We can follow up with the team and see how that's meant to work. But yeah, Brit just needs to run the heck away right now. Sorry,
Look at her
Brit.
go.
Good thing she's fast.
I love that run cycle. Oh, this is 3 guys hanging out over here. That's so scary. I mean, 3 units. All these dudes. Ouch.
Yeah, that second shield bonus, though, on that tile definitely helped us there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, not for long.
Could have been worse. Still standing. Oh, may have spoken too soon.
Okay, so hoping we get our field medic ability on the next turn.
Yep,
Because, yeah, right now we're just
hurting a little bit.
One v one me.
Nicely done. Yeah, go hide in the woods.
Go hide in the woods, yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes strategically that is just the thing to do. It's just go find a nice tree. and hang out for a bit. That didn't feel like a fair fight.
Private Jones.
Oh no, which one?
Oh, okay. All right.
The medical kits are ready, Colonel.
I wasn't
Nice.
expecting much, but I have to admit, this splicitron could be exactly what we need to stop.
We're just scratching the surface, Colonel.
Okay, we made it. Whew.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well done.
It was a little bit dicey there at the end.
Yeah, that felt like it was getting a little bit risky for some of the units, especially Brit.
The incident appears to have been centered around the home of local resident Annabelle Corman, and the area near her RV has been cordoned off by the military. A GMA spokesperson was unable to confirm the details of the encounter or provide information on what danger the Martian incursion might present to the public. The head of the GMA's invasion task force, Colonel Marcus Shaw, was unavailable for comment.
Colonel, there's so much we can do with the splicitron. We can try different creatures. But we should also be able to splice more than one type of DNA into a single subject. Theoretically, anyway. I'll need to extend the feeder system and find a way to boost the power output without overloading the vent filters. But
Just tell me what you need, Miss Corman.
that atomic mineral you found on Mars. Lots of it.
Marzonium? The bigger Martian vehicles are powered by Marzonium fuel cells. Would that work?
Perfect. We can use them for power, but I can also repurpose the Marzonium plating to reinforce. I'll just keep it simple. Marzonium is good. Bring me lots of Marzonium.
Okay, back to the hub. Kenny was asking, is it spoilers to ask if we ever find out what the Martians look like under their helmets? I feel like you can see some of them,
Yeah.
like through their visors. So
Yeah.
you kind of get a sense of what they look like.
Yeah, that might be a tune in next time to find out question. Is like, or maybe not find out. I'm not sure if we ever actually do get to see that in game.
So, question, do we add some cheetah bits to Brit Vale, or do we wait to get some of the Marzonium so that we can add different DNA?
Or I think it's worth saving up for Marzonium.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely agree.
The other thing that we can do is we can potentially splice someone else.
Well, we did have requests for Rhino earlier, so like if we
Okay.
wanted to start with one of our other volunteers here,
Okay. Who do we like?
we're looking at John, Anne, or Rick.
Maybe Rick?
Yeah, let's go with Rick. And we'll do some Rhino with Rick. That seems like a good plan. And then I guess which pot?
Okay, so the Rhino Tail will give us Counter Crusher. This unit deals 50% damage on a counterattack, which seems pretty strong.
That seems pretty good.
Rhino Feet, terrain movement cost -20 for planes and -20 for roads. The head gives us Stampede, so charge the target, damaging and pushing them back. So we can actually displace them on the map. And arms give us +5 attack, +35 defense, which is kind of big.
Nice defense, yeah.
So yeah, what do you think?
Decisions.
We should do one of the arms.
And how much money do we have? So we've got
We've got
350.
350. So I think we can make one choice here again.
Cap. Well, Greta's got to vote for an arm, so do
But
you want to do a left arm or a right arm? A rhino.
is he left or right-handed?
I guess we're about to decide.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the only thing I'd say there is that means that if we splice different DNA into Rick at some point in the future, then we could decide what special power or special ability we'd like him to have through like the head choice or the back choice.
So we just want to buff up their defense and attack a little bit right now.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
let's go with that.
So left or right?
Right.
Okay.
I just looked at my own arms like, which
Just pick
one would I
lefty,
want?
Lefty, righty. Yep.
All right, we have one rhino arm.
Nice.
Okay, who do we want to talk to first? Do we want to talk to Naya or Eric?
Let's have a chat to Eric.
Yeah.
I feel like we should check in with him and see how he's doing.
Miss Corman, can I ask you something?
Of course. I was just recalibrating the splicer. Wouldn't want to have any accidents.
Damn, Annabelle. Read the room.
So cold.
Anyway, what did you want?
Is there a way to reverse what happened to me?
Sorry. No, there isn't.
Or just give me real hands? I can't shoot anymore. I want to do something just to stop the Martians.
I'm sure the Colonel can find a way for you to help.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thanks.
Man.
So, do you believe me now?
Well...
Damn it, Nia. We've got Martians landing in my backyard, and you still think I imagined everything?
It's not that. It's just... You used to be so rational.
Yeah, well, being abducted and experimented on by an alien race does tend to change your perspective on what's possible.
Ooh, okay. So we also have the upgrades section here. So it looks like, yeah, okay. I guess we could have looked at this first before we were splicing our friend Rick there. So we can now make some decisions about some upgrades. So we can either unlock a different animal type for our splicitron. What's this? Extended feeder system. Unlocks a second splice track on all splice units. Combine DNA from a second creature into a fearsome hybrid soldier. That seems important.
Yeah.
Commanders. Okay, so these are different abilities for the commanders that we can unlock as well. So reinforcements for Shaw. Spawns a tank at the HQ and an infantry in every city belonging to this commander. Special drain for Corman. Drains all enemy units special ability meter, restarting their ability cooldown. So that's pretty good too. Oh, okay. Cost reductions for infantry units as well, or for our different Earth units.
Oh, these are expensive. We're going to do some saving for this, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, and okay, so there's cost reductions, and then there's also abilities that we can unlock for each of the units too. So those will definitely be valuable in the future here. Cool. So do we want to start with maybe unlocking a different type of DNA?
Yeah, I feel like the different type of DNA and then the splicitron upgrade so that we can start doing like multiple on each volunteer would be kind of maybe the move right now.
Yeah, that splicitron upgrade for sure.
Yeah, so probably start with this one.
Yeah, let's start with that. And then, oh, and then we get
and
a,
then we can unlock a third one. Well, we don't have enough the Marzonium.
yeah, that's gonna be in a little bit. Okay, cool. And then we've got a whole lot of options here.
Yeah, do we want to look at the abilities as well?
Yeah, yeah.
So Gecko, with the head, you can swap position with target unit. Or do we want to save this for next stream? Do we want to? I don't necessarily want to give away too much. Maybe leave something enticing for folks to come back and check out next time.
It's a good point.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
Okay.
Looks like
All
there's
right.
a lot of information to go through here too. So yeah, let's save that for next time.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll probably wrap things up there. So what I'll say is thanks everyone for joining us today. Let's actually hang on. Let's switch cameras here. Hey, we're back. So thanks everyone for joining us today for that first quick look at the intro moments of the Earth vs. Mars campaign. Thank you to everyone in the chat that stopped by to watch us live. We'll also have this up on YouTube so you can catch this after the fact. Like I was saying earlier, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, just head to the links down below and you can follow all of our Relic Labs channels so you can keep up to date on all of the news and exciting stuff for Earth vs. Mars, which is, of course, coming out at the end of this month. I should actually look at the calendar because I should know this date, October 29th. October 29th. That's the release date. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. What else am I forgetting? Next Fest, right? Hannah, can you tell us about Next Fest?
Yeah, so starting on the 13th, we've got Next Fest happening, but the demo is actually up now. So if you want to pop into Steam, if it's been a minute, we did have a demo earlier in the year, which was more kind of missions focused. The latest demo lets you play through the first few campaigns of the game. So similar to what you saw on stream today, if you want to go in and try it out for yourself, maybe you're thinking that you can do better, or maybe try out different creatures. If you're sort of thinking, you know what, I want to get in there and have a go myself, then hop on over to Steam and try the latest demo.
Yeah. So quick caveat, some of the things that we were showing off today may not be available in that demo, like some of the upgrades and spliced creatures. But you should have a good sense of the first few missions as we go along. So next week we'll probably, or next Tuesday we'll probably jump in to the next couple of missions here. And like we were saying at the start of the stream, at some point we'll probably jump in and do some multiplayer and see what that looks like as well. Some actual 1v1 Earth versus Mars, if you can believe it. Final thoughts as we wrap up. Greta, anything you want to say to folks?
No, just thank you so much for joining, and we will catch everybody at the next live stream.
Okay, I think that's a great place to end it. So thanks everyone, and we will see you next time.
Bye.